Hello, guys. Today we're going to be going over our January budget closeout. So let's go ahead and get started. First month of the year is done. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You know, we do a little flippy with our closeout. Move you guys over. All right. And let's grab a pen. We'll get black. So we will start with our income changes. I'm just beating the bear up today. All right. So we plan. Let's see if you can see both. And go over a little bit more. Okay. So for our income, let's start with income. We had $4,462 for our pay period number 1. And then for our pay period number 2, we had $3,033. $3,033. So that's $7,495. $7,495. And that was a difference of 7,323, 7,323. All right, that's a difference of $172. So this one was plus 172. All right, now I'm going to just move the calculator over to the side and let's go ahead and write out the changes and then we'll calculate at the end. Yeah, let's do that. So for rent, $1,049. That stayed the same. For our car insurance, that stayed the same at $220. Helium, I believe helium, the first pay period, it was 22. And then the second pay period, helium, 60. So that should be the same, 82. Okay, yep. We can put a check there. All right, so helium stayed the same. Our light bill is in the second pay period. So light bill was $141. $141 for lights. Wi-Fi stayed the same. Travel, let's see, I'll probably need the calculator for travel. Travel, $184 for the first pay period. And then for the second pay period, travel was $879. $879. All right, $1,063. We got lights, we got Wi-Fi, travel. All right, travel. So $1,063 travel. Invest was $150, and I know that was on the second pay period. All right, subscriptions is next. So for the first pay period, we've got $74 for subscriptions here. For the second pay period, we've got $160. So plus 160, 234. 234. So 234 for subscriptions. And then let's see if any bills are not crossed off or if anything under bills. Okay, so two things here. Unbudgeted was $81. and we'll put here 81. And then the other thing under bills is giving for $100. Giving $100. Okay, so that should be everything for bills. Double triple checking here. Okay, so that part is good. Now let's do the spending. So for the first pay period, spending was $650. So 650 plus 333 plus 333, 983, 983. We're spending 983. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we can do the binders. Let's do the living binder first and see. So 450 for pay period 1 for the living binder, 450 for the second pay period. It was 400 for the living binder, 400, 850. Okay, so I think that one actually stayed the same. 850, yes, perfect. All right, safety binder. I think so. We have 713 here in pay period 1, and then let's see, pay period 2. See, pay period 2, we didn't have to put anything there, so it was just 713 instead of $1,000. Okay, and then mystery, $52 here in pay period 2. Now it says 53, so let's go ahead and put $52. And then, is that all the binders? Yes, it is. So now, last but not least, the last section is the debt section. And let's move y'all down a little bit so y'all can see. Okay, and then so we've got the Wells Fargo loan first. So we had $1,000 the first pay period. And then the second pay period was 101. So $1,101 for the Wells Fargo loan. $1,101. The student loans I know stayed the same. And the credit card was 100 and 156. So 100 and 156 is 256. All right, 256 for the credit card. All right, so now we've written out all of the changes in the budget. Now let's calculate and see how much these went up or down by for categories. Make sure y'all can see everything. All right, beautiful. So we'll start, let's start down here with debt. So we had $1,101 for the Wells Fargo loan, plus $288 for the student loans, plus $256 for the credit card. That was $1,645. So where do I want to write this? I'll write it up here. $1,645, and let's see the difference. Minus $1,461. Okay, so this one went up $184. All right. So I'm just gonna draw my little bubbles so I have a quick glance when I look at this. All right, and then so spending was $983, and this one went up $100. So I'll just put the 100 here, and we'll draw the bubbles here, and then we can go ahead. Let's just do the binders here. So we had 850, girl, not 8,500. Hold on. We had 850 plus 713 plus 52. So that was 1,615. I'm gonna write this one down here because it's 1,615. So 1,615 minus 1903. This one went down by 288. Okay, so split minus 288 for the binder section. Okay. And all right, and then the what's this right here? The bill section. Okay, so we have the rent was 1,053 plus 220 plus 82 plus 141 plus 132 plus 1063 plus 150 plus 234 plus 81 plus 100. Okay, so for our bills it was $3,256, and this one I am going to write like over here $3,256. So that from the original was 3 minus 3076. All right, so this one went up 180. Okay, and then I'm just going to highlight all the changes in the budget, and then you'll see if the budget tracked correctly. Let's see, let's just do, that marker's too dark. Let's do this little color right here. So for the debt section, the credit card got more money. Wells Fargo got more money. Spending got $100 more. So let's highlight that. And then in binders, safety got less. Mystery got $1 more. For bills, our light bill came in less. Travel was less. Subscriptions was more, $30 more. And then we added unbudgeted and giving. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the black numbers. So the actual income minus the actual expenses, and see if we have a zeroed out budget. That's what I was gonna say. So 7,495 for income minus 3,256 for bills minus 983 for spending minus $1,615 for binders, and then we should have 1641 left, but I see 1645. Okay, hold on. 7,495 minus 3,256. 3,256 minus minus 983 minus 1615 minus, why does this say 1641? Why does this say 1641? Why is this $4 wrong? Why is this $4 wrong? I'm asking the same question over and over again. Like that's gonna give me an answer. 1053 plus 220 plus 82 plus 141 plus 132 plus 1063 plus 150 plus 234 plus 81 plus 100, 3256. That's right. 850 plus 713 plus 52 equals 1615. That's right. $1,101. Is that right? $1,101. Yeah, that's right. Plus 288 plus 256. 1645. That's right. 983. 883 plus 100. 983. That's right. Is the income right? Yeah, 4462 plus 3033. 7495. That is right. So, oh, girl. Girl, look, this was 1,049. And I've got 1,053. Gee, George. $1,049. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, so let me get some. This is called Tombow. I don't know why I wanted to say Tomahawks. Anyways. So let me wipe this part out. And let me wipe this part out. And let me fix this real quick. So 1049 plus 220, okay, plus 82 plus 141 plus 132 plus 1063 plus 150 plus 234 plus 81 plus 100 is 3252. 3252. Okay, and then 3252 minus 3,076. It went up $176. Okay, now let's see. 7495 minus 3252 minus 983 minus 1615 minus, there we go. Okay, so this is correct minus that one little mishap. Y'all just act like y'all didn't see that. No, I'm just playing. That's a part of budgeting. Honestly, I am not mad about it. All right, so that is all. Let's see. Yeah, so that is all for our what is this part called? That is all for our budget changes. All right, now we can go ahead and review the debt real quick. And then we will, let's go here. All right, so Wells Fargo, I'm just gonna log in right here on my iPad because honestly, I wasn't really prepared. Oh no, I've got it right here. All right, so we made one payment in January. Well, no, for January we made two payments, the 1,000 and the 101. So Wells Fargo is now at $10,959.58. All right, and then let's go ahead and go over to our student loan. All right, I think our student loans is, yep, right here in the front. All right, I'm gonna push this over to the side for a second. And then we made our minimum payment for our student loans, and our student loans is now down to $24,644.79. All right, so we have our Wells Fargo loan already in the calculator, plus 24,644.79. All right, now let's go ahead and go to our debt totals. That's Wells Fargo. We don't need that. We don't need that. That savings debt is here. All right, and so let's go ahead and grab a red marker. This is our January closeout. Okay, and so December closeout, we were at $36,684.86. For January closeout, we are at, okay, $35,604.37. So let me go ahead and write that in. $35,604.37. Okay, beautiful. All right, so now I'm just going to write in our savings totals. Let me grab a green pen if I have one up here. Yes, I do. All right, so for our January closeout, I try not to turn it like that. All right, for our January closeout, so our savings right now is at $6,529. This pen is not being my bestie right now. All right. And so that is what we're closing January out with. And, we're on our way. We are on our way. All right, guys. So that is all. Let me make sure we got our debt, we got our savings, we got our budget. Let me see if we can color in. This is 35. Nope, I'm trying to wait till we get to 30. So we have 5,000 more to go before I can color in 50%. Okay, so that is all that we have for our January budget closeout. And thank you guys so much for stopping in and hanging out with me. And until next time, bye-bye.